welcome back to a chapter a day. Happy Wednesday. Hey, we've made it halfway through the week already. Bless the Lord. I pray it's going well with you. And again, I will say, if it's not, hang in there. Things are going to look up. And I'm saying that to encourage myself too. My day's been going well. You know, sometimes the clouds want to linger over my head and drop showers, but I'm trying to, dodge the showers. So I pray you're doing the same. And with God's grace and mercy, we will be successful. So today I'm going to be reading two Psalms. Psalms 81. Excuse me. Don't know what it is. It must be the season. Every time I sit down to do my recording, it seems like I want to sneeze. Okay, Psalms 81 and 82. And let's get started. Sing aloud unto God our strength. Make a joyful noise unto the God of Jacob. Take a psalm and bring hither the timbrel, the pleasant harp with the psaltery. Those are all musical instruments. Verse 3, blow up the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed on our solemn feast day. For this was a statute for Israel and the law of the God of Jacob. This he ordained in Joseph for a testimony, when he went out through the land of Egypt, where I heard a language that I understood not. I removed his shoulder from the burden, his hands were delivered from the pots. Thou callest in trouble, and I delivered thee. I answered thee in the secret place of thunder. I proved thee at the waters of Meribah. Hear, O my people, and I will testify unto thee. O Israel, if thou wilt hearken unto me, there shall no strange God be in thee, neither shalt thou worship any strange God. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it. Wow. Such amazing verses. It sounds like a praise to God and a testimony of what has taken place from the time God brought the Israelites out of Egypt, even until whenever it is this psalm was being written. Verse 11, but my people would not hearken to my voice, and Israel would none of me. So I gave them up unto their own hearts' lust, and they walked in their own counsels. Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel had walked in my ways. I should soon have subdued their enemies, and turned my hand against their adversaries. The haters of the Lord should have submitted themselves unto him, but their time should have endured forever. He should have fed them also with the finest of the wheat, and with honey. Out of the rock should I have satisfied thee. And if we remember in a psalm or two before, we heard how whoever it was the psalmist was, I thought it might have been a priest, from a temple priest, who was crying out to God to look down on them and see their situation in the hands of their enemies. And this is what's being said here. I guess the psalm is being written by someone else, of course, but it's like from God's point of view of how Israel has turned away from him and the punishment they're receiving in return. Okay, I would say this. We say God punishes, but really and truly, when we stop walking in the good way, what do you think happens? Satan slips right in there. He doesn't lose any time. He sees we are open game. It's just like a lion and a prey. He sees that there's one lagging back from the group, and he is going to target, or she is going to target that one. And that's exactly what happens with us too. Verse 82, we need to keep our place close to God, because especially in this time, the devil is like a roaring lion. And who is going to protect us? The Lion of the tribe of Judah, God, Jesus himself, is going to protect us from that devouring lion. He seeketh anyone he can devour. And God help us if we should be found lagging behind. Let's not do that. Let's keep in step with God. He's like that mighty rock, and his shadow is what covers and protects us. Verse 8, Psalms 82. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth among the gods. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. But you shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O God, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. So this was a short psalm, Psalm 82. I'm not sure from what perspective this was being written. Like I said, all of the psalms I don't think were written by David. I think some might have been written by Solomon, and some others it says musicians, so they may have just been like songwriters, because the psalms are songs. Okay, so that's it for our reading for today, Psalms 81 and 82. Remember, keep in step with God. It says he will bear thee up in their hands, lest you dash your foot against a stone. I remember as a child, I would walk with my dad most times, and I'd be holding his hand, but something would maybe get my attention, and I may look to the side or look back, and I would stumble because I couldn't see what was in front of me. And it usually was very embarrassing, and I was very easily embarrassed as a child, even as an adult. But still, I've grown out a lot of that because I've learned to die to self, mostly. But this is a good example. This is what they were crying out for here. They had not kept up God's ways and God's commandments and walking in God's light. And because of that, God stepped away. And guess who stepped in? Yep, the roaring lion. But today we have the Lion of the tribe of Judah, which is Jesus. And a lion protects its cubs, its family. The lioness especially, she will go out there and take care of anyone looking to grab her cubs. So, with that said, I thank you all again for viewing, listening, and I pray once again that you keep on hearing God's word so that our faith can grow. Take care. Bye.